need something fabric.
Yeah, I used to have a good watch, but I lost track of it. I was working in I was working in an ER up in Massachusetts.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was in the lost and found. Okay,
sure.
people. All right.
Yeah, it's not like you stole it off some dead rich guy.
Stole it off a dead corpse. No, it had been in the lost and found.
I'm willing to bet shit like that happens more often than we'd like to talk about.
I personally have never experienced it, but I did like to screw with people.
Was saying
no,
that
we get these. The thing was,
you just fuck with people that like it's like grandma's in the hospital.
No.
And you slip in that.
No. First year residents.
Okay.
First year residents.
Yeah.
Medical people understand what I'm talking about. First year residents. They come to a level 1 trauma center, and that they get walked around.
We're going to ignore that.
We're going to ignore that for now. It might turn into a great bit later.
But anyway.
So first year residents, you'd always kind of trust. I never tried to do anything too mean. Okay, you always, if you had the opportunity, if you could catch them uncomfortable, if you could get one of them to puke, that was kind of the crown. That was like the top thing to be able to do. Make them nauseous. Just make them uncomfortable.
Okay.
Not being mean or anything. I could describe a lot of things, but you'd have to understand. You actually would have to be in the environment to get the joke, not because you're not smart enough to get it. Because just the context you would have to. But one of the ones I used to do is we'd get them in there, and you got to get them undressed, expose and examine. So if I got especially cowboy boots, be a resident down there, and I'm like, come on, man, because I'd be like, because people that needed work, like there's things that you do in a trauma, like this person's got to put an IV in, this person's got to put a catheter in, this person's got to blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But when you reach the level where I reached, I would get I would be there to orchestrate it.
Yeah.
To record it.
Yes.
And so I wouldn't get involved in any of the complex tasks because I knew that stuff like the back of my hand, and it was an opportunity for other people to learn those skills.
Sure.
And work their way up to the top of the pyramid where I had worked my way up to.
Yeah. So
I would do the simple stuff like get them undressed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. While everybody else is grabbing shit. So I'll take all their stuff. Now, you hope you don't have to cut stuff. Majority of times you did. But then you get to
stuff off?
Cut stuff off. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think I
big,
see where
heavy-duty
you're going.
trauma center, scissors,
Yeah, for when you bleed enough for your clothes to meld to your dermis.
I can cut your bike lock off there, yo.
I think I know where this is going.
No, I just, and I tried, you tried not to mess with the shoes. If you could pull them off, you could pull them off. You couldn't, and you had to cut them. That was it. And you always try to stay close to the seams.
Mm-hmm.
So people wanted to repair and keep them, and you could tell keepsake stuff. Oh, I won't get it. No. Anyway, so I just picked my foot up and put it up next to the boot while the resident was helping me get their clothes off, and just look at them and go, "What do you think? You think I can wear that? Think I look good in that?
Bruh."
And just give them they're like, "Oh my God." You're going to hell, that sort of thing. And, you just want to screw with them. That's all.
There's nothing wrong with gallows humor, okay?
No, and that's
just
I'll tell you
as
something.
long
When you
as
deal
it's minimal and tasteful.
Yeah. It is tasteful because you're not doing anything.
Yeah, you don't go full Gilbert Gottfried on it.
No, but the problem, the issue here is is the bad stuff.
Yeah,
the bad stuff is this individual.
Yes.
Okay, if your humor is based on them as a being, like this person's too blank or this person's not blank enough, when it becomes that non-professional kind of stuff,
you're insulting their character.
Well, you're just taking advantage of the situation that there's a person laying here, it's victim to whatever circumstance took place.
Aye.
Whether induced by themselves or outside circumstances. you could say you'd stay away from that.
Mm-hmm.
But something innocent like, hey, do you think this person's boots will fit me if they don't make it?
That's still kind of fucked up.
It is. But, it honestly and truly, I mean, there's a lot of people that ended up in trauma bays based on what's called mechanism.
Okay. What is that?
That means that, if you're driving down a highway and a deer runs out in the road and you swerve to miss it and your car flips.
Yeah.
You are going to get backboarded and brought to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Your car flips. And I've gotten people out of flipped cars, got them off backboards and seat collars that didn't have a scratch on them. Mm-hmm. One dude in particular, he flipped.
But it's a requirement to get backboarded when you flip your car.
Flip your car.
Okay.
Now, if that person had just swerved and kind of popped that deer and then slid down into a ditch
yeah.
and slid down through the ditch instead of like coming to an abrupt stop.
Yeah.
And then got out, they wouldn't have ended up in the trauma bay. You see what I'm saying?
They probably
that's mechanism.
Yeah,
that's a hypothetical mechanism that qualifies somebody.
Sure.
So it wouldn't be. It's like this. I wouldn't do it if the patient was like on death's door. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you got better taste than that.
Well, I mean, that's just. I mean, to me, that's inhuman.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a matter of professionalism. Yes, it's for being professional, but to mock a situation like that where the person's like crashing, and they need blood in their mouth.
It's more dramatic than just a simple,
I would never.
Like
never.
It was life sweet.
I mean, I knew the person, when they came in,
Yeah, you would probably say that type of stuff for like when it's organized,
or when I knew they were going to walk. I mean, I knew when people were going to walk out of there.
Sure.
And I knew when people weren't. I knew when people weren't going to make it out of that room.
Yeah.
Until they'd been zipped up in formaldehyde.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, I know you
by
know.
That point. So I mean, it wasn't. I just screw with these young guys, and not too many gals. I know that. I just
Yeah, I get it. So. Just for context, you're fucking with the other first year residents. Okay.
Medical students.
Okay, because there was a flat 5 minutes when I thought you were talking about making that joke to the family. I was like, wait a fucking minute.
No.
Wait a minute. Am I underthinking this? Okay, you're making it to the residency folk, not the family. Okay, that makes more sense.
I mean, how are you going to play that?
By being very clever.
Is he an only child? No. Good. I mean, what are you going to...
Granted, I would do that.
No, you
Not like that, just in it. Okay, good.
All right.
All right, just kind of in the affirmative.
Right.
All right,
might want to sell all his hats. He's not going to need them anymore.
And we might want to switch to a less dour subject. What?
No. No, you're right. You better get me off of it because I will take it into left field. And,
that's cool.
And keep it completely clean and professional, but it'll get really uncomfortable for people listening.
I mean, we're not about that right now.
No.
There will inevitably be the podcast where we essentially have like the true crime stuff, except it's not the true crime stuff, it's the ER stuff. Yeah. But we need like one or two more people
I think
that.
They get close in these shows. I think the last ones were, I saw one time where they would blur, because I mean, if you're watching a show and it's like ER, this person's almost dying, and they're fully dressed and getting worked on.
Yeah.
No,
they ain't.
No.
That's not how it looks.
They're naked.
Yeah.
Dude, we strip them. We got to look at every single.
All of the things.
We got to look at all of the above.
Yes.
Back, front, whatever.
Yeah.
Expose and examine. So, and they would, and these people would come in and they would have areas of the body blurred out on camera.
Yeah.
And I knew that's about as real. That's about as real as it's going to get.
Yeah, and that's fine. Yeah. It happens. It's TV. We kind of have to do that. All right, let's kind of switch off the slightly dour subject.
Sure.